We are in for a good one this morning, David.
And despite the recent losing streaks for these teams, they still just sit again. Justin Robinson knocking it in. The Bluecoats now 5 of 5 from beyond the arc.
And if that stat wasn't impressive enough, they have 7 baskets, 7 assists on those baskets. That's a good look for any coaching staff.
Omer, you're in a city. Ryan Woolridge is in for Xavier Simpson. And with the promotion of Jerome back to the NBA, Woolridge is coming off of a... Call that foul on the floor, though, beg your pardon. Tucker wanted the continuation, but instead on the other end, taking advantage inside is Ömer Yurtseven. And what was a 6-point lead has been trimmed to 2. Bluecoats calling timeout. That is airmailed. Alexi is 7 foot, but not tall enough. Pokushevsky inside Yurtseven, shouldering his way in for the baby hook.
Might have got away with a 3-second, couple cross-court passes. Couldn't quite get that one past Jordan Bone, though.
Both teams at 7 and 3. Yurtseven rolling and 1.
Yurtseven just picking up where he left off last game. 17 points, 8 of 11 last game. He's well on his way to that now. Julian Washburn almost got there just in time, just a hair late. And 1 bucket for Yurtseven.
Yurtseven is Turkish and played in EuroLeague at 15 before coming over to the States to play 3 years of college ball. He's in his first year out of Georgetown, and interestingly enough, was part of a squad that played the Brooklyn Nets. Michael Frazier II driving in for the layup, and we are tied at 28. Pocket pass intended for Yurtseven, stolen away. Delaware out on the run. And that is how you overcome the size advantage of Oklahoma City. But then you got to get back on the other end.
We can't catch our breath. You're exactly right. Neither one of these teams look like they're playing on a back-to-back right now. We're seeing that pressure defense again by Delaware, getting a lot of turnovers with their smaller lineup. And I should say they're just...
Wants it again, but it's short. Robinson, the 8th three-pointer for Delaware in this opening quarter. They get the turnover and add one more. Jordan Bone.
And still teach it now, so I am happy to do that and use it for useless basketball stats.
Julian Washburn counted, and no wonder you had such a perfect arc on your shot using those trigonometry angles you're so accustomed to.
Yeah, you know, a little bit of physics, a little bit of trig, you know, help the jump shot a little bit. I tell people all the time, it probably did.
Throughout this game, you know, when you hear us calling out names or taking a look at the roster, you will see so many players that you're familiar with that have NBA experience or were outstanding college players like Yurtseven who puts it in. Because of the condensed nature of the number of participating teams, there's only 17 traditional G League teams down there after 28 played a season ago. Side have played a game in the NBA. Rob Edwards off the dribble. It's off the rim, no. Yurtseven.
Down to the final minutes.
From your lips to the basketball god's ears. Yurtseven fouled inside.
He does not look happy.
Deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. And the new head coach of that team, Doc Rivers, according to Connor Johnson, the head coach of Delaware.
Wise and in every way last season. So he's put together 2 really good G League seasons. And
rebounds. Good lead pass to Vincent Edwards. Yurtseven setting the screen for Antonius Cleveland. Rolling to the hoop, following his own miss. We are tied at 56 in what has been a close, where his muscles completely atrophied and he had to essentially build himself all the way back.
Getting to the lane. That's Delaware Bluecoats basketball.
Justin Robinson, 4 years at Virginia, to the rim. Yurtseven, excellent ball movement underneath. One more to Omer, and he's taken all 11 of his attempts. Oklahoma City had won 6 straight. They dropped the last 2. 3-point loss yesterday to Austin. The Spurs are lead with 4 minutes to go in regulation. Meanwhile, here in a matchup of Raptors 905 and the Westchester Knicks. 2 more teams in the top 8. End-to-end action, Justin Robinson.
Coach Gibbs can't be happy with them getting layups. As long as I played against the OKC Blue, they do not want to give up any interior shots. And on the flip side, they want to live in the dude.
You almost get a sense that they feel like they're at an inflection point where they have as much as you can during practice, try to find spurts for him to get into game action. But his development as a rookie would be probably largely unknown. But now the G League has earned itself such a stature and the talent level of where it is. He can come down and play 30 minutes a night and you can really figure out what he has.
Yep, you can see what he's combining so many franchises. You know, you really get to see him play against some good competition.
How good has Yurtseven been?
You know, just another nonchalant left-hand jump hook in the lane for what, 24, 26 now? I mean, he's just been
season high 24, eclipsing his previous mark by 7, working in concert with Pokuševski, and that
Robinson doing his best to keep Delaware in it as well. He's got 24.
For Yurtseven, the last trip down, first shot attempt outside of the paint. And a loose ball foul called against Yurtseven. Just the second team foul against Oklahoma City midway through the 4th.
Justin Robinson drew that foul. He's been active, and it started with that play where he fouled Jalen Horde, not letting him get a layup. Those starting to show.
Season high for Robinson with 24, but then he turns it over. Rob Edwards, Euro stepping. Yurtseven firing away and a splash.
Right now, not being able to get any looks on the inside, and that's how Oklahoma City wants to play. They want to keep you out of the paint and make everything they get in the paint. Although Yurtseven finally hits a jumper outside of that black area.
Yurtseven checking out, 26 points and 9 rebounds in 21 minutes.
We may see some of these top teams drop.
Oklahoma City polishing off a 129-114 victory. Andre, a final thought with the Blue getting back on track?